Turned up to the max.
Breaking sound barriers. This is the never-ending exploration of indie music culture, featuring artist interviews, industry trends, and underground gems. Imagine a podcast that will guide you through the indie music revolution, connecting talented musicians with real superfans, sharing innovative strategies, organic tips, and a relentless passion to support the underground music scene. You're listening to the Indie Music Publicist.
What's up, Denny? Thanks for joining me on the podcast. First of all, I have never been to New York, and I have to ask you about your hometown, Nichols. Can you tell us about your hometown? How do you think your environment shaped your sound and artistic vision?
I'm doing good. Just wanted to say that it's a pleasure and an honor to be on the podcast today with you. So, Nichols, New York, it's a tiny blip on the map, but it's home. In fact, it's so small that if you sneezed while driving through, you'd probably be through the town before you even had a chance to say Gesundheit. But despite its size, Nichols has had a big impact on my music and my artistic vision. Growing up in a small town like Nichols taught me the value of simplicity and authenticity. There's no pretension, no frills, just genuine people living life. And I think that's reflected in my music, which tends to be heartfelt and down to earth. Living in Nichols also gave me a lot of space to think, to reflect, and to create. With not much else to do, I spent a lot of time writing songs and exploring the countryside. And that solitude really helped me develop my own unique voice and perspective. In terms of my sound, I think growing up in rural New York influenced my folk and country leanings. There's something about the rolling hills, the farmland, and the rugged beauty of the landscape that really seeps into your soul. It's a rootsy Americana vibe that I try to capture in my music. All in all, Nichols may be small, but it's had a big impact on my music and artistic vision. And it's a place that's deeply rooted in my identity, and I'm grateful to have grown up there.
Listening to your song, Rock and Roll Hurricane, has me wondering if you had a personal storm or moment in your life that might have inspired that song.
My song, Rock and Roll Hurricane, is a song that's very close to my heart, and it was definitely inspired by a personal storm that I weathered. And for me, that song is about embracing the turmoil and chaos that life can sometimes bring. I wrote it during a time when I was going through a bit of a rough patch. I was dealing with some personal struggles. I was feeling lost and uncertain about my future. But as I sat down to write, I realized that I had a choice to make. I could let the storm consume me, or I could learn to dance in the rain. And I could find a way to harness the energy of the hurricane and use it to fuel my creativity and my passion. The song is about that moment of transformation when you realize that you have the power to choose how you respond to the challenges life throws your way. It's about finding the strength to stand tall in the face of adversity and to keep moving forward, even when the winds are howling and the rain is pouring down. So for me, Rock and Roll Hurricane is a reminder that even in the darkest moments, there's always a spark of hope and resilience that can carry us through. And I hope that when people listen to the song, they'll be inspired to find that spark within themselves too.
My favorite track on your playlist is Living Life. I love the drop top summertime vibe. I'm wondering, have you had a chance to perform that song yet? Do you have any shows lined up for 2025?
Ah, yes. I'm really glad you love Living Life. It's actually one of my favorite songs, too. I drew a lot of inspiration from Counting Crows and their song Hanging Around. To me, there's just something about Adam Duritz's storytelling style that's always resonated with me, and I tried to capture some of that magic in Living Life. I haven't performed Living Life live yet. I plan to, at some point in the future, get some shows behind my belt. But right now, I'm just focused on finishing up my album. When I started getting back into writing songs, I told myself that I wanted to get my music out into the world and share it with as many people as possible. So right now, that's what I've been working on. I've been creating a collection of songs that I'm really proud of and that I think people will connect with.
If someone is just now discovering your music today, what's the first song you'd want them to hear, and what message do you hope they take from it?
That is actually a really good question. So, if someone is just now discovering my music, I think the first song I'd want them to hear is definitely Living Life. And the reason I say that is because I hope that when they hear that song and when they listen to that song, I hope they would take away the message that life is precious and every moment counts. That song is all about embracing the beauty of the present and letting go of worries about the past or future. I hope listeners would feel inspired to live in the moment and to chase their dreams and to never give up on what makes them happy. And for me, Living Life is more than just a song. To me, Living Life is a mantra and a reminder to appreciate the little things and to make the most of every day. And I hope that message resonates with listeners and leaves a lasting impression.
Okay, Denny, let's switch it up a bit. Can you tell me something outside of your music career that you think me and my listeners should know? Maybe a random childhood story or memory that would help us to know you better.
Oh wow, another great question. So I guess if you and the listeners want to get to know me better, there's a few things that might give you a glimpse into my personality and passions. Firstly, I'm proud to say that I'm a first-degree black belt in Taekwondo. I earned my black belt certification on December 19th, 2003. And it's been an incredible journey that's taught me discipline, perseverance, and focus. But that's not all. I'm also very deeply fascinated by the paranormal. As a paranormal investigator, I've spent years exploring claims of paranormal activity, seeking out the truth and knowledge about the unknown. And it's a really fascinating field that's taken me on some incredible adventures. So I guess you could say I'm a bit of a eccentric. I've kind of always been drawn to the unconventional and the unexplained. But for me, it's all about seeking out truth and knowledge and exploring the mysteries of our world.
Thanks for bringing us into your world, Denny. Since I am a huge indie music supporter, I am wondering if you have any recommendations for me. Any local or indie acts you want to shout out or just think I should know about?
So, I've actually been listening to a lot of music lately, and one indie rock band that's really caught my attention is The Takes from Portland, Oregon. I really love how their sound comes together, and they've got a really great chemistry. But locally, I've been checking out Reckless Marcy, who seem to who seem to be making waves in the local music scene.
Your sound carries a classic rock essence. Who were the first artists that made you fall in love with music, and how have they influenced your style?
For this question, I gotta say that Tom Petty and the Heartbreakers, along with Elvis Presley, were the first artists that really made me fall in love with music. Their influence on my style is still evident to this day. Tom Petty's songwriting in particular has really had a huge impact on me. The way he could craft these timeless Americana-infused rock songs that were both catchy and meaningful. And it's something that I've always aspired to in my own writing. His ability to balance melody and lyrics has been a big influence on my own approach to songwriting. And as for Elvis, he's just the ultimate rock and roll icon, you know? His energy, his charisma, his ability to blend different styles and create something entirely new, it's all had a big impact on my own musical style. And I love how he can move seamlessly from rockabilly to gospel to blues, and I've tried to capture some of that same versatility in my own music. Overall, I think you can hear echoes of both Tom Petty and Elvis in my music. The heartland rock influences, the emphasis on storytelling through lyrics, the blend of different styles and genres, it's all there, and it's all a testament to the enduring influence of these two musical legends.
Thanks again for joining me today. I really appreciate your time. Before I let you go, is there any message or announcement you would like to share? Maybe tell the listeners the best way to reach you for booking or collaborations.
Yes, I actually do have a message I'd like to share with all the listeners out there. And that message is that life is precious and every moment counts. And don't be afraid to chase your dreams, to take risks, and to believe in yourself. And always remember that music has the power to bring us together, to heal our hearts, and to inspire our souls. If you're interested in collaborating or booking me for a show or anything like that, feel free to reach out to me directly through Facebook Messenger. I'd love to connect with you and explore some exciting opportunities. Last but not least, I would also like to thank you again, DJ Meladik, for having me on your podcast today. It's been an absolute pleasure and honor to share my story and music with your audience. Thank you.